Welcome to the beach. This is Slim. And in a glance, the one who has a very pronounced I, only symbolically as it were. That is CA Lady. The CA, which represents California, and then Lady. Just as the two have settled on what they gather to be sand, then right on cue they briefly start spinning, blurring the line of the facade. That was the VR experience. This is Drew. Oh no, can't be careless. Drew has got to get to work on time. These tours are not about to guide themselves. CA Lady recommends a fancy costume suit. The costumes were super reflective, but at the expense of their fashion sensibilities. Whether or not they wanted to wear the suit is not presently in question. Gerald! This is Gerald. There's no way he's ready for what Slim has planned. A recent text message suggests he was wanted to help Slim escape. Slim, who took a leap of faith, is now bored beyond belief. His friend Gerald is the only one who can come to his defense and take it up another level, like Super Saiyan next level. There, wouldn't you know it? Heading up the elevator, the best friends encounter Drew, who is already at their left. They remain strangers until the ice is broken. Their ride is just up one level. Now, starkly aware of the stranger to their right, who will break the tension? Why did you call me over here? Were you not enjoying your VR experience? Gerald asks Slim. Slim deflects Gerald's curiosity and wishes to spare the details, not going over the events of earlier. A door. Are they just going to walk through this door? Surely they could trust wherever Drew was taking them. But obviously it wasn't the exit. Okay, so maybe it's one of the first things you'll notice. None of the characters have a nose. Also, their outfits are very understated, and they're each pretty much sporting a signature article of clothing that matches their personality. Evidently, a few of the characters don't let materialism define them, and here it's represented that some are very comfortable in their own skin. That expression is taken literally in this example. Drew, who again works there at Android Adventures, refuses to accept this style choice and wants to solve it with a less individualized dress code. Drew will practically reinvent the fashion design industry by creating a company logo, not a company uniform. Yeah. But this bright idea is still in its infancy. And while he started the design process, he will not complete it alone. However, this is good material to demonstrate during the tour, as Drew will affirm. Okay, trying to take care of two birds with one stone, Drew introduces his guests, Slim and Gerald, to the staff, who are currently entranced by their work inside of the boardroom. It's time to make a few updates. This much they already know. It is he, Drew, the incumbent tour guide, who was officially there conducting grand tours today. This was not just a hangout spot, rather a dedicated research facility. And for a limited time, it is mostly open to the public, who could visit and explore the technologies projected to shape the future, or likely to shape the future, as it was confirmed by Drew, who would be their tour guide. It is important Drew clarifies, technology is not completely autonomous because it still services real people. Anyway, their tour arrives at the front desk, where Drew gets the attention of the associate from before. Not to mention, an intern is also there at the front. Drew signals for his guests to stop and wait at the desk. They are preparing to enter the theater room, where they can witness a dramatic play fused with virtual technologies. For that, they will need 3 tickets, granting them full admission to the main event. As the intern writes down their information, Slim wants to know if he is her type. This is where Slim now holds the keys, and who is it except Slim who is willing to try his luck? Luck meaning, let's assume he was actually meant to stumble upon a serendipitous opportunity. Drew returns with the tickets in hand. Now back to business. The tour must go on, and of course it does. Convinced he is there to have a good time, Slim starts thinking ahead. What are he and his friend Gerald going to be doing after the tour is about over? How about a party? One platform takes them down another layer as they avoid taking the stairs into the theatrical space below. The first order of business is making good impressions, and a chivalrous exchange of phone numbers will have them on their way. Slim can't imagine anything wrong with making this last-minute dream a reality. He begins framing the party scenario as fast as he can. The two friends may only have half a brain each between them, but they still have no idea what lies ahead. They have withheld most of their comments and questions so far. Are they ready to experience the marriage of drama and technology? This is scant information that you have to go off of. It's immersive. It's futuristic. It's a reflection of themselves, isn't it? Oh my goodness. In a flash, it's everything Slim had the intention of doing just as he started to make plans with the intern. It's pretty much everything he wanted to do after leaving the tour, except no, not like this. This is impossible. No one can predict the future, not even a number of hours in the future. He proclaims he won't let it. I refuse, he says. This must have been difficult for him. Now curiosity reaches an all-time high. Lord only knows. He's never quite been here before. It's not us. The experience isn't ours, he says, but he and his friends are right there. What is he to do? Isn't this what he wanted? Eventually, he surrenders unto Drew's insistence that he relax. In fact, he will try framing himself as the victor, with resilience and of regal character, finally embracing today's modern dramatic theater.
Call and response. I once texted guys and gals quite a lot. I didn't care much for my voice at the time. She got tens, then hundreds, then thousands, and millions of likes and love. I wanted to text, but she had a family and a job. How can you write when you know you're wrong? I dared try my luck, and it worked. Blessed. We texted every day straight for like a week, but it didn't last long. I'm really generalizing now. This is just a trend. After a while, I didn't try. No measure of a model played well. Live and let live. There was now only time left to save face. Today, the spirit of my optimism gets made an example in effigy. Honestly, I don't want much, but she betrays and likens that I do. Staying silent doesn't matter. Forever a thirsty gentleman until the data exists. The data reigns supreme over my actual self. Do you have any advice for me? Except for no network on the system. It's a lot of he said, she said, you said, I said. No kidding. The right words never occur. Eyeshadow. I love compensating with fashion. I manipulated art to rediscover myself. Thank you, art. The artist and the man on the moon. Art, and oh no, the moon. Really, it's just a pity how hopelessly derivative it is of the sun's light and energy. The moon certainly does work wonders. That is to project just enough light that it's retained from the sun, now cast and beamed down to the masses who are rejoicing in denial. Don't make a sound all around. Let's sleep once the moon arrives. God forbid, don't play beyond the day. Because, don't encourage the moon, because it's the sun who will surely return. Ooh, burn. We who are made of energy can't relate to both the sun and the moon so openly, because only one source is true. One will limit your point of view. The way, way down to revolving around the Earth, rather than the solar system and the universe. This is why I discourage you. You are not made of enough energy and love to entertain the two. Does morality look good on you? Explicit words will always offend someone. What exactly you go ahead and internalize is ultimately how you'll get to be faced by the next person's perspective, In terms of scale and continuity, by scale I mean what is microscopic and negligible to you can be a huge turnoff elsewhere, and by continuity, you never know who will be stopped in their tracks, effectively frozen and sorting the small stuff in life implicitly so, disbelief. The internal core self and the external self are linked and can be separated to the extent that they don't spill over into their respective selves. Surely one guards the other, but which is regarded as more important? That is kept pristine. A fractured and anxious inner self can still produce a better external facade. You can even be your best self, but nobody sees it from the outside looking in. Ideally, having everything figured out with no differentiation between the internal and the external would indeed be really perfect. How forward thinking? Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words can be pretty darn explicit. It's your world. Almost feeling like I didn't make it or break it up. I have no idea how easy it is down there, but I know a comfortable area. Are you refusing further reflection? She said yes. I am greater than I was. Can't you do math with words kind of the way that you can with numbers? Yeah, I know the dictionary. Can't speak a word about conditional love. Unconditional love?